Welcome back, hockey fans. 2025 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships here in the beautiful city of Poprad, Slovakia at the Poprad Ice Stadium. I'm your play-by-play announcer and ISBHF Promotions Director, Chris Bokanowitz. Really happy to have you with us on the English broadcast for the marquee matchup of the day. 6 p.m. game, last one of the day. Czech Republic in red taking on Team Canada wearing all white. Should be a good one. As always, don't forget, live scoring in effect on stats.isbhf.com. And also, just released this week, our brand new ISBHF app. You can download it directly from the ISBHF website, or go ahead and get it on the Google or iPhone stores, or you download the rest of your apps. You can get live scoring in effect there as well. Really expecting a fast-paced affair here. Canada and Czech Republic, two of the four powerhouses in this sport. They know each other well. A lot of fans in attendance here, both Canada and Czech Republic. They are amped up, the refs are amped up, I'm amped up. We're ready to go as Canada takes the opening draw. Chance of Czechia breakout already. The famous Czech Republic chant. Ball was deflected, so no flooring on the play as Canada gives chase here. Early forecheck going, trying to wheel around in front. Bodied off the ball. Czechs battling down low. Player loses their footing. Both players go down. Ball still loose. Might get a whistle here. Ref is right there on top of it. Nope, ball squirts loose. Wraparound attempt. Shot. Pad save. Canada tried to flip that over the net. Comes up along near boards by the Czech bench. Turnaround effort. Dumped back in by Canada. Centering attempt under the stick of a Canadian player, and that was deflected. Good look at the net there for Reeves Sakut. Czech Republic trying to get this out of the zone. They do, but that's going to be a flooring call, so they won't be able to get a change. So long shifts, 1:05 for the first line. See one player bent over already. Will Canada be able to take advantage of some tired legs? See on the replay there, that wraparound effort. Good job by Marek Fleischmann in net for the Czech Republic. Face off. Picked up by the Czechs. They're going to go ahead and get a change here. Carried into the Canadian zone. Taken over by Canada. Canada so good through the neutral zone here now. Gains the Czech zone. All the way back to the center point. Fakes a shot. Long wrist shot off the glove. Batted down and then corralled up by the Czechs. Taken through the zone. Long wrist shot, easily patted aside. Rebound picked up by the Czechs. Centering attempt, wrist shot off the glove. Well, that was a good look at the net there by number 28, Alice Ducek. Good early glove save by Nicholas Muck. I remember him from Liberec in 2023. I interviewed him when he was a member of the U18 team. Outstanding young gentleman. Very good lateral movement in his game, very good glove, and very smart when he has to handle the ball. Canada trying to wheel this out in front. Poke checked away, back down low. Canada hemmed in down deep behind the Czech net. Trying to wheel out in front. Back to the point, goes off of a foot. Czechs will take possession. Czechs trying to stick handle out of trouble. Nice move on the part of number 98, Jan Pavlik, but he's forced along the boards. But Canada intercepts. Now Canada chips it in deep. Good work there by Kyle Morey. Czechs playing pitch and catch behind Fleischmann, walking it up. Chipped in softly. Is that going to be a flooring? No, waved off at the last minute. Taken over by Cohen Powell. Powell with it. To the near boards. Canada dumps it in deep. Love it, giving chase. Love it. On his backhand, turns around to the forehand, looking for someone to feed it to. Nobody there, wheeling around, love it. Good positional work there. Quick shot off the stick of Nicholas Stang was blocked. Stang has it now all alone, shot! Waffle save. Good job hugging that post by Fleischman, walking in all alone. Elected to pass, and the pass was a little too hot to handle for Lovett. As Lovett's going to go off for a change here now. Looks like Canada's going to send all their forwards off for a change. Good action here early. Czech's going to get a one-person change, sent up into the Canadian zone, bodied off the play. Sent back into the center of the Canadian zone, picked up by Longo. Canada looking for an outlet pass. Czechs in a 2-3 right now. Nowhere to go for Canada. Deflected into the zone. Canada now has the Czech zone up along the boards, mishandled all the way back into the Canadian zone, and we get a penalty. We do. Too many men on the floor. Well, an early mental mistake now on the part of the Canadians. Folks, I've said it last week, I've said it in the games this week. Oftentimes, when you get teams that know each other well, especially one of the four powerhouses, Canada, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and the United States, you just can't have mental mistakes like that, right? I know I'm stating the obvious, pulling a John Madden here, but you just can't give the other team any help. So now a golden opportunity for the Czech Republic is number 27, James Zazola, heads off to serve the penalty. Face off, one back by Canada. Hard slap shot around that's going to go all the way back deep into the Czech zone as Fleischman comes out. He'll leave it for his defenseman. Czechs looking to gain the zone. Blocked. Good job by Canada. Excellent effort there by Powell reading the play. Sent it down deep. Czechs battling with the Canadians down low. Hard battle along the boards. Four players there now. Referee yelling at him to move it. Turnaround attempt. Canada able to get a clear now. Outstanding job stacking the line and reading the play there on the part of Team Canada. Czechs get a line change here. Trying to stick handle through trouble. They can. Oh, a mental mistake on the part of the Czechs there. Might have been a better option for the player to just dump that in and let the fresh legs give chase. As you've heard me say many times, very easy for me to say up here in the booth, right? I have the benefit of the bird's eye view. I'm not down there on the floor. Just trying to offer some fair analysis as I don't have a color commentator with it. We're going to penalty now. Czech player is still down. This could be a 5-on-3. It's going to be. Well, I know I'm speaking primarily to a Canadian audience here as we have a dual language setup for this Junior World Championship. So Canada's going to be shorthanded here, 5-3. Player asking for an explanation. That's number 7, Justice Christensen. Heading off into the penalty box is number 77, Matteo Rotondi. 54 seconds left on the original penalty, so that's how long the Czechs will have a 5-on-3. Diamond opportunity here for the Czechs to jump out early. You can see it there on the replay. It's the right call. Whether you like it or you don't like it, the call's been made. Czechs still discussing strategy here. So, I know I'm speaking to a hockey audience here. There should be no surprises what the Czechs want to do. Move the ball laterally, right? Get the goaltender moving. Don't let Buck get set up. Try and get that one-timer. Wrist shot, blocker save, Buck. One-timer, there it is, shot right into the wheelhouse. But Buck swallows it up in his breadbasket. 45 seconds left on the the 5-on-3 man advantage. Buck got to have his A game here early. As Canada able to clear it, don't take 20 seconds off. So Fleischman probably cuts off 5 seconds by coming out to play that. Czechs go to gain the zone, mishandled, picked up by Canada. Canada trying to wheel and deal through the zone. Got to be careful here now. Potential 3-on-2 going the other way. Czech Republic, oh great poke check. Outstanding read on the part of Blair Scott, breaking up that 3-on-2. Now look for the lateral movement. There's the one-timer shot, wide. Back to the point. 10 seconds left. Again, look for the one-timer. There it is, shot, blocked. Outstanding effort on the part of Canada, sacrificing the body. Number 96, Zach Lovett, getting a lot of congratulations as we are now on 5-on-4 for 2 minutes 55 seconds. So there was blood there, thus the 4 minutes. Czechs. Again, expect the same thing, right? It's hard to beat these goaltenders. One-timer shot, save, rebound, still loose. Still loose, Czechs trying to corral it, shot, save, rebound, still loose, still loose. Oh, how did that not go in? Muck, no stick. He's got to get a stick from his defenseman. Now he picks up his goaltender stick. Oh boy, the Czechs almost put that in the back. I believe the Canadian player saved a goal there. Long shot deflected by Muck up into the netting. We're going to get a whistle. A lot of cheers for the Canadian bench. A lot of fast-paced action here. 7:47 remaining. Muck standing tall thus far. On that mad scramble in front. I don't know if we're going to get the replay here. This might be it. Yeah, we did. He did. He saved the goal. Saved the goal. What a heads-up play by Justice. Pardon me. Thought that was number 7. That was number 71, Colby Longo. Hey, give Longo credit for sacrificing his body on that racket. Czechs win the draw. Again, look for them to get set up. A lot of good lateral ball movement. Try and get the one-timer going. There it is. Shot just wide. One-timer again. Shot. Pad save into the corner. Muck looking very sharp early. Czechs going to cycle positions here. Shot. One-timer. Pad save. Rebound. Oh, what a stop, Muck! 2 in a row. Huge cheers are up from the Canadian contingent. Minute 40 remaining, shot wide. Back to the point. Canadian penalty killer's got to be starting to get gassed here. Gonna need to get a clear one-timer shot. Muck, can he get a whistle? He does. Oh, what a job by Nicholas Muck. I'd say I really like this kid. I liked him in Liberec, that's why I interviewed him. Showing his mettle here early, as both teams going to get wholesale line changes. Take a look at the replay here. Taking that extra step out, cutting down the angle. Really love his game. Just about ready for the draw. One back by the Canadians. Can they rattle this all the way out? They can. Outstanding job. That'll take another 10-15 seconds off. Czechs gain the zone. Down low. Looking for somewhere to send it. They do. Shot. Off the shoulder of Muck. Czechs still with possession, very patient. Across the floor. Centering attempt off the foot. Canada get a clear, they can't. Long bomb, whistles wide. Canada get a clear, they can. 40 seconds remaining, cheers are up from the Canadian crowd. Czechs looking to gain the line. They're just gonna flip it forward, try and walk it in all alone on Muck, save! Canada gets the clear, 20 seconds. Fleischman comes out to play and trying to save it, trying to save his defenseman some running. Ten seconds left. The Czechs get a late line change here. Haven't gained the line yet. Still looking for a lane. 2 seconds, so that'll do it. Canada kills off the 5-on-3 and then a 4-minute penalty. Long shot on Muck. Boy, you just gotta tip your cap, you really do. Outstanding job by Canada. Such good, fundamentally sound penalty killing. And who ends up being your best penalty killer? Your goaltender. That's what you want to see, boy. Head coach Chris Sorobiak, a veteran of these World Championships himself, defending gold medalist for Team Canada. Got to be really happy, assisted by John Silcox. Michael Dyke, general manager Tyler Moore, equipment manager Jocelyn Sacone, as we get our first television timeout. Czech Republic coaching staff, Yaroslav Pavlik, the coach, assisted by Peter Kopechny, Miroslav Muzika, team manager Vladimir Pisa. Okay, we're back from the brief television timeout. Both teams going to get a set of fresh runners out here. Ready for the draw. Face off, picked up by Canada. Back behind the net goes Ryland Pierce. Oh, Canadian player lost the ball, overran it. Czechs gained the Canadian zone. Tried a little flip pass to himself, was unsuccessful. That was number 87, Peter Lehner. Battle along the boards by the Canadian bench. Canada comes away with it. Onto the stick of Brandon Gill. Drops it off towards the far boards. Canada now looking to gain the zone. High flip. Off the glass, down low. Picked up by Gill. On net, right into the glove of Matic Fleischmann. 4:36 remaining. Shots on goal thus far, 5 for Canada, 10 for the Czech Republic. But when you have a 4-minute fan advantage, certainly no surprise to see the Czech Republic have more shots on net. Face off, not won by either team, now corralled up by Canada. Back to the point, onto the stick of Bertanti. Over to Christensen, down low. Back up to Christensen, down low. Oh. Player had that poke checked away. That was Reeves Sakut. Long shot, deflected wide off the body of Brady Schwint. Canada with it, trying to make a move towards the net. Shot off the side. Nowhere to go with it. That just ends up getting tangled up. Well, good opportunity there for Zach McGrain. It's the right thing to do. Didn't have much to shoot at, but it's always opportunity that you get your own rebound. Good, sharp decision-making thus far on the part of both teams. We're gonna timeout now for Canada. Well, head coach Chris Soroviak wants to discuss something.
Timeout, Team Canada.
Not often you see a first period timeout at this juncture with 4 minutes, 2 seconds remaining, but Soroviak, as I mentioned, a veteran of many world championships himself. If there's a man who understands what the players are going through, it's Mr. Chris Soroviak. All right, 30-second timeout's over. Face-off will come back down deep. To the left, the Marek Fleischmann. Again, I remember him from Liberec 2 years ago. It's outstanding as well. One thing about both these goalies, you got to get them moving. If Fleischmann or Muck see these shots, they're going to save it. Face off, chipped out of the zone by the Czech Republic. Justice Christensen, the captain, goes back for it. Well, I apologize, folks. We had a penalty there called on the Czech Republic. I completely missed that. Huge mistake on the part of your play-by-play announcer. My apologies. Canada on the man advantage. Go ahead and check stats on isbhf.com. That's on Radek Viladol. Again, my apologies. I totally missed it. Unlike professional broadcasts, I don't have a spotter up here. It's just me. Always try to do my best to give you all the action in the way you can most enjoy at home. So believe me, I apologize for it. But back to the action now. Rifled, length of the court. Canada looking to gain the zone. They do. In all alone. Christensen shot save. No, Fleischmann just got a toe on that. Back to Christensen. Back to the point. Over to Rotondi. Back to Christensen. Down low. Centering attempt. Intercepted. Oh, good job by Christensen. Manages to poke check it towards the far board so Canada can keep possession. He's going to go off for a change. Centering attempt shot. Whistles wide. Net has bent dislodged. Referee's going to come over, put it back. Ball skitters out to the point. Gill with it. Long wrist shot. Deflected, went off of a Czech player's shin guard. Over to Rotondi. Rotondi. Centering top one-timer shot blocked. Got to give the Czechs credit here, blocking these shots. Streak him down. Pavlicek. Got to keep an eye on him. It's one of their most dangerous players. Drops it off. Wrist shot. Pad save. Book. I'll tell you, that thing had eyes. From my vantage point, Muck flashing the pad at the last second, right on Jan Pavlik. So Czech Republic kills the penalty. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Shot high off the glass. Blair Scott with it. Headmans the ball. Canada gains the Czech zone. Sukkot with it, had it stolen. Czechs now with it on the counter. Pulls up, long shot. Seen the whole way, swallowed up by Nicholas Muck. Want to give a couple of shout outs here. First one to the Slovak Ball Hockey Union. President Miroslav Dragun. Outstanding job welcoming the ISBHF family to this beautiful city. Outstanding broadcast production. All the volunteers, ticket takers, security, everybody's just been outstanding. So welcoming to all the players, fans. That's that shot. Whistles wide. Rebound, score! Took a bounce right off the back of the glass onto the stick of the Czech Republic. Nothing Nicholas Muck could do. Oh, if you're Canada, you just got to be sick about that one. Of all the places the ball could have bounced to, from my vantage point, that just went right onto the tape of the Czech player. I believe that's number 32, David Sindelar. It's going to get credit for the goal. We'll see it here on the replay. So long, seemed like a harmless shot from the point, but yeah, right onto his stick. Just backhanded it right into the empty net. And as you heard me say many times before, I'll say it again, right? Good teams get bounces, got to capitalize. Well, look at that. That ball could have went anywhere, right? And where did it land on the bounce? Right onto his stick of Sindelar. Unfortunate turn of events for Canada, but they're a strong team, a veteran team. They know how to rebound. It's only 1-0. We're going to get a flooring call. I was waiting to see if the far referee was going to say that was tipped. He did not, so the face of a cut back down deep. Canada's pointing, saying it was tipped, but the referee not having any of it. As some of the fans in attendance take exception to that call, but Hey folks, trying to keep it light here. Wouldn't be a hockey game without fans yelling at refs, right? Face off won by the Czech shot. Ooh, whistled wide, high over the crossbar, rebound attempt. Muck in good position. 55 seconds remaining. Canada looking to get a breakout play going here. Centering attempt, Canada. Chip it into the Czech zone, give chase. That's Hudson Cummins with it. Drops it off. Cummins has it now. Nowhere to go with it. Czechs blocking those passing lanes. Long shot from the point, deflected well wide. Czechs corral it up through the neutral zone. Czechs trying to wheel and deal. Canada not having any of that funny business. Pope checks it away. Good read on the play by Cohen Powell. Towards the far boards, under the stick of Sakut. Sakut gains the zone. Sakut, centering attempt. Down low as a player all alone. Shot, oh, just high over the crossbar. Oh, that did miss by more than a couple of inches, but for Canada, they had Brady Schwint all alone in front of the net. So right play, throw it on net, right? Try and get it high, hope for a rebound. Just missed by a couple inches, and you can see Schwint standing there all alone. Get a better look at it from this angle. Oh, it was actually deflected off a Czech player. My apologies for my angle up here. It looked like it just missed, but ended up being deflected. Good smart hockey by Canada. Sent it down low, 5 seconds left. Czechs take possession. And that should, well, hang on now. Referee blew it dead, must have hit somebody in the Czech bench. 2.6 seconds left. So if Canada can win this, get a one-timer, be a good way to finish things. Face off, won by Canada. On net, blocked. Well, just got to give the Czechs credit, and Canada as well. Neither team afraid to sacrifice the body. That player's certainly going to have a welt for the Czech Republic. He's already limping. So that'll do it. 10-minute break between periods. We'll see you back here for the start of the second. Czechs up 1-0.
So after the first period, David Čindelář here, the score of the first goal for Team Czechia. Jak jsme avizovali, máme tady hráče s číslem 32, Davida Čindeláře, kterýmu se podařilo vstřelit ten úvodní gól českého výběru. Davide, nemůžu se nezeptat, ve správný čas na správném místě?
Ano, tak taky to hrálo roli, ale máme něco nacvičeného z tréninku a já mám úkol vlastně pobulít do brány. Se štěstím se to ke mně odrazilo od plexy a já jsem dal jenom góla.
Dalo by se říct, že kanadský výběr je pro vás velkou neznámou. Naposledy jste proti sobě hráli v základní části na šampionátu v Liberci. Je tomu tak, nebo se mýlím? Připravovali jste se nějak speciálně na kanadský výběr?
Tak máte pravdu a nějak speciálně asi ne. Věděli jsme, že prostě to bude tvrdý, že budeme osekávaný, všechno na nás budou zkoušet, ale řekli jsme si, že prostě se soustředíme na náš výkon a zatím to tak jde.
Do utkání jste se mohli dostat už dříve gólově při dvojitém oslabení. Proč se vám nepodařilo ten gól vstřelit?
Tak já si myslím, že to byla dobře sehraná přesilovka, ale musíme pochválit Kanadu, která tam měla několik bloků. Jejich golman to výborně chytal a já věřím, že další přesilovku využijeme a pomůžeme si.
Díky, Davide, ať se daří. So David said he was just at the right time on the right place, and the ball bounced to him. But he said that his goal during the power play is to be in front of the net, and it paid off. For the second question, if they prepared for the Canada national team, because they played last time against each other in the group stage of Liberec World Championship, he said that that team they are not very familiar with it, and that they expected them to be really hard to beat, and the game would be very physical. And the third question, why they didn't score a goal when they had two power plays at once. He just said that they tried to score the goals in the sides of the ring, and there were a lot of blocked shots, and it wasn't ideal power play.
Welcome back. Just about ready for start of second period action. Czechia leading Canada 1-0. Your lone goal scorer, David Schindelar, assisted by Danacek. Shots on goal, Canada with 5, Czech Republic with 14. So Canada certainly had opportunities. It just really was a question of balls actually making it through to Fleischmann. I don't think the flow of the game is indicative of the number of shots on net. A great game so far, a lot of action, back and forth. Expected more of the same here in the second. As always, get your stats on stats.ispHF.com or download the app, the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. And also hit that subscribe button as Canada player takes a spill. Center attempt is Aaron. Picked up by the Czechs, they flip it in, trying to win the foot race. Danacek down low. Scored the gold medal winning goal in Liberec. Center attempt intercepted. Sent up through the neutral zone, chipped in by Canada. Canadians getting some line changes. Pardon me, a lot of energy here in the arena. A lot of fans from both Canada and the Czech Republic. Canadian women here on hand. Shot, whistles just wide. Cheering on the boys. All the family and friends, parents made the journey across the ocean. Obviously Czech Republic just drive over here as they try and crash the net. Centering attempt, still loose, just whistles high over the crossbar. Well, Canada got to be careful there. That one was off the stick of Matthias Kalun. Kalun giving chase now. Battle along the boards. Ball squirts loose. Canada trying to corral it. They do. Cross floor pass. Over to Christensen. Rav fills it all the way around. Sent in deep. Canadian player loses his footing. Picked up by Canada. Intercepted by the Czechs. They're going to try and gain the Canadian zone here. They do. Wrist shot off the pipe! Oh, those are some of the most dangerous shots. Player running one direction, shoots back across their body. But again, good job by Muck taking that extra step out, cut down the angle. That's why the pipes are the goalie's best friend. Long shot, deflected off a foot into the corner. Picked up by Kochlik. Kochlik trying to wheel out in front. He does. He's got space. Turnaround shot. Just went wide. He's going to get his own rebound here. Kochlik looking for something. Intercepted by Canada. Centering attempt too hot to handle. That's going to be a flooring call. Face-off will come all the way back down deep. See on the replay here, that shot just rang off the pipe on the blocker side of Muck. Czech Republic that close, shot blocked for going up 2-0. Ball's cleared, no flooring on the play. Czechs gain possession. Now gains possession in their own zone. Up along the near boards, redirected, poke checked away, onto a stick of a Czech player. Oh, good break for Canada there. Czechs would have had a good scoring opportunity. Ball still in the zone. Ends up behind Muck. Centering attempt, not there. Back to the point. Czech defenseman Leaner doesn't have a shooting lane. Chipped it in softly towards the near boards, now down low. Battle down low. Ball between 2 feet, referee right there. Canada comes away with it. Back behind the net. Along the near boards, Canadians trying to get it out of the zone. They do. pause, sent in down low, behind the net. Picked up by Smith, Smith with it. Looking for a centering attempt off a foot into the corner. Back up to Smith. Good stick work along the boards. Wrist shot, hit a body in front, turnaround effort. Unable to get good graphite on that. Canada picks it up. Back behind the net goes Lovett. Lovett still wheeling and dealing. Lovett drops it off. Oh, Canada misplayed it, sent out by the Czechs. That'll be a flooring call. 10:20 left, second period. Good back and forth action at both ends. I mean, the game's just come down to one bounce, right? Face off one cleanly, but Czechs end up gaining possession. They gain the Canadian zone, center attempt blocked. Good read on the play by Rotondi. Canada gains the zone now, dumps it in down low. Oh, Canadian player overran it. Now the Czechs chip it out. Trying to crash the net. He's got no help. Shot. Easy save. Rebound. Another save. Good hustle play by David Stolk. Canada through the neutral zone. Unable to be touched and deflected, so the flooring call come all the way back. Down to the right of goaltender Nicholas Muck, who's been outstanding. Ready for the draw. Taken by Canada, carrying it up. Rifled in, back behind the net. Canada getting wholesale line changes now. Czechs have it, centering attempt. Good outlet pass, players tripped up. No call. Czechs have it, kept in by Canada. Center attempt blocked. Czech player loses their footing. Dropped off. Long shot from the point, redirected off the back glass. Two Canadians now behind the net. Looking for a centering attempt. Just a little too much mustard on that pass. It's going to come all the way back into the Canadian zone. It'll be picked up by Roberto Palermo. Canada regains the zone. Sent in down low, read well by the Czechs, intercepted. Czechs gain the zone, trying to wheel and deal. Toe drag move, shot right into the glove. Oh, outstanding move on the part of Tadeusz Kantor for the Czech Republic. Nifty little shake and bake action there. Able to get some good graphite on that backhander, but Buck saw it the whole way. Right into his mitt. Draw. Won by the Czech Republic. Shot, save Muck. Smothers the rebound. As we get a little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle. Nothing to be concerned about. Referee checks the net. Face off into the corner. Czechs come away with it. And we're to get a high stick because that ball was clearly above the player's shoulder, so the faceoff will come outside the zone here. With 8:01 remaining in the second period, pretty even affair other than shots on net, but in fairness to Canada, they've certainly had their share of scoring chances, just like the Czech Republic. It's just that more balls have made it through to Muck as opposed to Marek Fleischmann. Referee providing some instruction. Face off one cleanly by the Canadians. Centering attempt. Poke check out of the zone. Batted down by the Czechs. Now they have it in the zone. Can't get it in the Canadian zone. Canada with it. Chipped up into the Canadian zone. And we get an offsides call. Referee right on top of the action. Face-off is picked up by Canada, sent into the Czech zone. Towards the near boards. Czechs carrying it into the Canadian zone, dump it in. Battle down low. Ball kicked towards Muck, but picked up by Canada. Then high lob out. It's going to end up all the way in on Fleischmann, so he's just going to glove it, get the whistle. Good energy on both benches here. Been keeping an eye on them throughout the game. All the players standing up, making sure they remain hydrated, cheering each other on, picking each other up, face off. Not sure how that ended up on Fleischmann, but nonetheless, he just gets a glove on it. We'll have another face off. Face-off won by the Czechs, back behind the net. High lob out, batted down by Canada, but pulled forward in the Canadian zone. Potential numbers here, but Canada hustles back. Outstanding work, preventing the odd man rush. Canada goes the other way into the Czech zone. Screaming down the wing was Colby Longo. Still battling hard along the boards. Czechs come away with it. Centering attempt and all alone. Save Muck! Off the stick of David Sindelar. Perfect lob pass. Czech Republic almost went up 2-0 there, if not for Muck. Shot. Patted aside by Muck. And Muck's just gonna take that one off the boards, get a whistle on it with 6:12 remaining. And I think we're gonna get a television timeout here. Back from our television timeout, as you can see some of the fans fanning each other. It's a little warm in the arena, but shot! Whistles high over the crossbar, save Muck. Oh, that one did miss by much, it looked like. Not sure if it was deflected or number 28 for the Czech Republic, Alice Ducek, just rifled that himself over the crossbar. Good clean win off the face-off. Czechs taking an all-out shot off the crossbar and off the back glass. Well, Canada dodges a bullet. Canada scrambling a bit now in their zone, centering attempt. Muck. Got to get back into his crease. He does. Wraparound attempt, stop. And Muck. Oh, I understand why the Czech Republic is upset, but in fairness to the referee, he was behind the plate. It looked like Muck had it. And if the roles were reversed, Czech Republic would feel the same way. I wonder if we're going to get a replay on that shot that looked like just whistled over the crossbar. Well, couldn't tell from that angle. Oh yeah, that didn't miss by much. Credit to Muck for getting a piece of that. Trickles in, get another quick whistle. Back, Czech Republic, wrist shot, goes wide, rebound, Muck smothers it again. That was a nice low hard wrist shot off the stick of number 16 for the Czech Republic. Stepan Polin, or could be Palan. Such smart players on both teams. Really impressive to watch them up here in the booth. Such fun hockey to call. I'm really so privileged to be able to call these games. I really appreciate you good folks at home joining me. Canada now headmans the ball all the way into the Czech Republic zone. Dropped in down deep. Picked up by Cummins. Cummins behind it. Loses the ball towards the near corner centering attempt. I think a Czech player got a piece of that and deflected it. Dumped in deep, and Muck's just going to go ahead and get a whistle. Referee comes over to separate those players. I think they were just saying, hey, how you doing, boys? Face off, finally corralled by the Czechs. Bounces off of a foot, less than 5 minutes remaining. Hard battle along the far boards, chopped that. Canada comes away with it. Canada still has it. Drop pass, wrist shot, bad save, Fleischmann. First one he's seen in a while, but hey, credits number 18, Andy Knight, turning on the Jets there, making that play happen. Knight giving chase now. Czechs have it. Goes into the Canadian zone, and what do we got here? Can't see the referee. Nope. Offsides? Okay. See the pad save there from Fleischmann. Nice hard low shot, looking to generate a rebound. Canada can't quite control it off the draw. Battle along the near boards, sent in down low. Players battling hard, still battling hard, picked up by the Czechs. Stuck behind the net, rattled up along the boards. Canada pinches, misses. Czechs don't have numbers. Shot goes wide. As that one goes up. And we're gonna face off, it looks like, out of the zone. 3:48 remaining. 1-0 Czech Republic. And if we head back over to stats.isbhf.com, which you can also get on our ISBHF app, shots on goal, 7 for Canada, 26 for the Czech Republic. I gotta tell you, the feel of the game, obviously the numbers don't lie, it just doesn't feel like the Czech Republic has the momentum of almost a 4-1 shots on net differential. I certainly feel like Canada is just a bounce away from getting the equalizer here as the Czechs try to come away with it from behind the net. Centering attempt, poke checked away. Canada now, oh, can't get it out. Cross forward pass, wrist shot, save. Saw that the whole way. Players getting held, and we're going to get a call, so that's going to be on the Czech Republic. And Canada now will have the man advantage. 3:01 remaining in the period. Player not arguing. Knows he was guilty of the infraction. That'll be on number 98, Jan Pavlik, heading to the bench. Well, now he's talking to the referee. Danacek comes over to talk to the referee. I mean, it looked like a penalty to me, you know. Clearly had his stick across the player's body, was impeding him from getting to the ball. Seemed like the right call. Platinum opportunity now for Canada to get the equalizer. Won by Canada, back to the point. Christensen down low. Oh, Christensen mishandles it. So Buck will come out to play its own. Canada will need to regain the line. Goes off of a foot, but Canada does gain the zone. Centering attempt, trying the quick redirect there. Czech Republic are able to get a stick on it. Tomney with it. Now passes it off to Christensen. Long shot, had traffic in front. Bad save, Fleischmann. Back to Christensen. One-timer shot, wide. Cross floor pass. Canada now centering attempt, backhander. Ooh, that one didn't miss by much. Back to the point over Christensen. One-timer shot, bad save. Can the Czechs get it clear? They can't. That one's rattled around. Canada keeps it in. Good hustle play by Christensen. Comes toward the range. LaGrange sends it back over to Christensen. One-timer shot, whistles wide, rebound. Oh, that just missed. 42 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Canada, some prime opportunities here. Christensen all alone. Fakes the shot, wrist shot, pad save, loose ball. Cleared away by the Czechs. Player goes hard to the boards, no call. Back to the point, 25 seconds remaining. Man advantage, one-timer shot, loose! Czechs get the clear. Canada's gonna get line changes now as Nicholas Smuck comes out to play it. He's got a a Czech forechecker there, rattles it around. 8 seconds left, Canada's got to hustle, regain the line, get set up. Canada gains the line, back to the point, all even, down low, lane to the net, shot, high over the crossbar. Chipped in down low, 45 seconds remaining, Canada trying to work it out front, they do, all alone shot! I don't think it made it through, hit a body in front, back to the point. Long wrist shot, deflected, up into the mesh netting with 35 seconds left. Well, Canada pouring it on Fleischmann now. He's gonna get himself a long drink of water. ball was loose. Fleischmann didn't know where it was. Credit to his team for finding it, clearing it out of the danger zone. Late line change here from the Czech Republic. And we're going to face-off violation here. Ready for the draw. Czechs corral it up but misplay it, overran it. 27 seconds left. That ball goes up into the bench. We'll have a face-off down low. Well, no, my mistake comes out to the neutral zone. So one off a Canadian player. I thought that was shot cleanly, but Canada with it. 18 seconds left on net. Fleischmann gets it, plays it out. Czechs don't have numbers here. It's a 3-on-3, 10 seconds remaining. But Canadian player might have lost his footing there. It seemed like the Czech player certainly got a step on him. Long shot, waffle down, and that'll do it. All right, 1-0 it remains. 10-minute break between periods. We'll see you back here for the conclusion of our marquee matchup of the day. Canada trailing Czech Republic by 1.
Championship game between Team Czechia and Team Canada is Team Czechia 1, Team Canada 0. Skončila sa druhá tretina stretnutia majstrovstiev sveta juniorov medzi týmami Česko a Kanada za stavu 1-0.
Welcome back, just about ready for start of the final period here at Poprad Ice Stadium in Poprad, Slovakia. Czech Republic leading Canada 1-0. Your goal scorer, David Schindelar, assisted from Marek Danacek. Shots on net, 13 for Canada, 26 for the Czech Republic. Underway. Czechs take control through the neutral zone, but it's going to be a flooring. Come all the way deep into the Czech zone. Really been a great game. All the action today, all 4 games that I've called, been exciting affairs. Great way to finish the first day of the men's and women's U20 World Championships as the Czech Republic takes control in the neutral zone. Intercepted by Canada, good read on the play. Dumped in towards Fleischmann. Redirected into the corner. Players battling. Referee on top of it. Ball still loose. Squirts up towards the Czech bench. Still loose. Players battling. Canada comes away with it, trying to walk in an all-out shot. Just went wide. Outstanding hustle play by Brandon Gill, number 16. Redirected. That never made it on net. That's going to go down into the Canadian zone as the Czech Republic will get wholesale line changes here. Canada trying to catch him. They redirect it. Fleischmann stops it. Now Canada gets wholesale changes. Centering attempt, read well, intercepted by Canada. They gain the zone. Drop back along the boards, back to the point, kept in. Centering attempt off of a foot, goes back down low. 2 Canadians there along with 2 Czechs. Up along the boards. Oh, ball took a funny bounce there. Finally batted down by Canada. Sent back in by Sakut. Over his stick, kept it at the point. Good read by Christensen over to Sakut. He's got a lane. Ball rolled off of his stick, but he still got it. Center attempt, and it goes in the back of the net. Off of Fleischmann's glove. And Canada ties it at 1. Oh, what a break for Canada. I believe that's going to be Zach LaGrange who gets the goal. As the Czech players come over, just provide some reassurance to Fleischmann, which has a fluke play. But you've heard me say it so many times. No, actually, that was batted directly in the net out of midair. Boy, what hand-eye coordination. Zach LaGrange knocks it up for Canada. You've heard me say it so many times in these tournaments that I've called, right? Throwing the ball on net. Never a bad option, and that's why. All square now at 1. How will the Czech Republic react as Canada with the momentum? Up along the boards, back to the point. On net, batted down. Chip towards the far boards, chop towards the point. Centering attempt off a foot to the near boards. Czechs corral it up into the neutral zone. Onto the stick of Patrick Cich. Cich, long wrist shot, high over the crossbar. Sent back in. I think the Canadian player was attempting to go behind the net, but actually ended up putting that in on Nicholas Book. So he just swallows it, gets the whistle. Czechs getting some fresh legs out. draw, won by the Czechs. Shot, blocked, rebound, blocked again. Comes right back out. Oh, what a stop, Mook! Hit him square in the maple leaf there. He's been nothing short of terrific in this game. Centering attempt. Canada doesn't have numbers. Trying to wheel around in front. Chucked away towards the far boards. So Lagrange, credit with the goal, assisted by Sukut Christensen. Hey, how about Sukut, right? Throwing that towards the front of the net. Very smart hockey. Dumped in. Into the corner it goes. Checks possession. Working a cycle. Sent it back down low. Towards the far boards. Canadians going to get some fresh legs out now. So Bertandi will pick that up behind his net. Canada gains the red line, fires it in cross floor. Battling is Sukut along the boards. Goal scorer Lagrange. Back to the point. Wrist shot deflected wide. Czechs take possession. Streaking down the left wing. Centering attempt. Errant pass goes into the boards. Centering attempt again. Czechs trying to walk this. Get a shot on, but they can't. Canada doing a good job staying with their man, playing the body well. Czech cycling. Here it is down low. Shot! I think Mook got a piece of that, went off of his pads into the corner. Czechs with a good cycle there. Shot wide into the corner. Both players go down. Czechs with it. And Mook steers that to his defenseman, but turnover. Czechs maintain possession. It's a lot of attack zone time here. Shot, waffle save. Canadian players need to get a clear here. Turnaround effort, blocked. Picked up by Sukut. He's got a little bit of space. Trying to gain the line and then dumps it in. They're going to go out for a change. Gill giving chase for Canada. Gill hard into the boards. Stolen by the Czechs. Centering attempt. Czechs looking to gain the zone. Poke checked away. Back behind Mook. Centering attempt. Oh, misplayed. Shot. Blocked. All the way back to the point. Over to Cheesh. Cheesh sends it in towards net in a body. Picked up by Cohen Powell. Center attempt up to Cummins. Cummins chips it in deep. Taken by the Czech Republic. They're going to go back behind the net. Canada getting some line changes. Long shot. Easily steered aside by Nicholas Mook. Pass through the neutral zone, corralled by Lovett. Still wheeling and dealing along the boards. Passes it off. Center attempt, nobody there. Giving chases to Santos. Czechs come away with it back behind Fleischmann. Chipped up. Czechs gain possession. Do not have the zone yet. Canada now with it. They rifle it in. Canada gets some line changes behind the scenes. Chipped in deep into the Canadian zone. Battle behind Buck. Referee right there. Right there. Ball's loose. Referee still talking to the players. Now he blows it dead. We're gonna get a face off. With 7:04 remaining, all knotted at 1.
Commercial break, komerčná prestávka.
As we get a television timeout here. Ready for the draw to the left of Buck. One by the Czech, shot! Just goes wide. Good look at the net there by number 5, Vyadol for the Czech Republic. Turnover by Canada. Czechs in the neutral zone, they don't have numbers. That was Marek Danicek trying to wheel and deal, but had it poke checked away. Still maintains possession near the Canadian bench. Czechs wheel, might get a backhander on net. Blocked. Never made it through to Buck. Centering attempt. Errant pass. Canada's going to get changes. Fleischmann comes out to play it. Czechs gain the zone. Long shot. Patted aside by Buck. Canada now in the counterattack, dumped in towards the far corner. Gill with it. Gill battling down low. Squirts loose. Shot goes off of a foot. That was off the stick of Cummins. Back behind the net. Canada with a little bit of space here. Throws it on net. One all the way through the crease. Canada intercepts. Gets possession in their own zone. And that's going to be a flooring call, as that was an errant pass. .5:20 remaining, all knotted at 1. Great game here between the Czech Republic and Canada. David Schindler, your goal scorer for Canada. For the Czech Republic, Zach McGrange from Canada. Won cleanly by the Czech, shot, save Muck. Down under the butterfly. Chipped up by Canada. Dump it into the Czech zone, give chase. Back to the point. Long wrist shot, hit a couple of bodies and then ping-ponged out. We're going to call here on the Czech Republic. Holding? Czech player is in disbelief, but referee put his arm up immediately. Looks like a hold. Well, here we go. 4:54 remaining in the third. Canada now on the man advantage. draw. Prime opportunity here for Canada. Over to Rotondi, wrist shot, scored just like that, glove side. Canada takes the lead, 2-1. Just 5 seconds into the man advantage, Matteo Rotondi with an absolute blistering wrist shot. Beats Fleischmann on the glove side. And Canada takes their first lead of the game. Yeah, it looked like Fleischmann saw it. Again, folks, it's just one of those shots that have eyes, right? These are world-class goaltenders, but as I said in the previous game, they're facing world-class shooters. Sometimes these players pick spots and they just zing it. Boy, Canada's got to be feeling good about that. Now, how will the Czech Republic react? Rotondi assisted from Christensen. We're going to get a flooring call here. They'll come back down into the Canadian zone. Matteo Rotondi, assisted from Christensen, gives Canada the lead 2-1. And we get a face-off violation. Referee put his arm up. That was a foul referee. We drop. One back by the Czechs, quick shot, just whistles wide, shot! I think Muck got a piece of that. He dislodged the net as he went to make the save, but I do believe he got a piece of that. See here on the replay. Czech player number 32, David Sindelar. Looked like he was unhappy with himself. Won by the Czechs, long wrist shot, blocked. In deep. Players battling low. Referee on top of the action. And we get a whistle here, so the faceoff will come to the right of Muck with 4:05 remaining. Face-off picked up by Canada. Behind the net. Chip back up towards the near low boards. Sent them in the neutral zone. Turnover here. Shot! Pad save, Muck! Flash that right pad. Centering attempt. Aaron. Czechs have it. Looking for an outlet, nowhere to go. Walks in, shot, tripped up, and Canada is going to go shorthanded here. Well, Captain Christensen is arguing the call, but from up here in the booth, it looked pretty obvious. Maybe we'll see something different on the replay here. Certainly was right in front of the referee. You heard me say it at the start of the game, folks, right? These games often come down to special teams. That's how Canada was able to take the lead. See on the replay here. Yeah, I mean, he slid, right? He slid into the player and tripped him. Platinum opportunity here for the Czech Republic, 3:29 remaining. Face off, picked up by Canada, can't get it out. Now the Czechs corral it. One-timer shot, blocked. Canada gets the clear. Nice block by Cohen Powell. Long shot, right into the breadbasket. Buck's gonna swallow that up. Gets a quick whistle. Face off, taken by the Czechs. One-timer shot, save Buck. Czechs battling with Canada down low. Referee right there, ball squirts loose, picked up by Canada. They'll get the clear. It's not eat up some clock as they hustle off to get some fresh legs. Fleischmann saves his defense some running here. Czechs look to gain the zone. They do. Back to the point, one-timer right into the breadbasket again. It's not a bad shot, right? I mean, you got players crashing the net. You don't know if the goalie's going to give up a rebound or not as the Czech Republic take a timeout. That's smart hockey. 58 seconds left on the man advantage. So just looking down at the Czech bench here. Good energy on both benches. Coach Jaroslav Pavlik has got the whiteboard out, giving some diagrams. Canadian coach Chris Soroviak talking to the troops. Ready for the face-off. One back by Canada. Can they get the clear? They do. Empty net for the Czech Republic now. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. 45 seconds left on the man advantage. 6 runners to 4 for Canada. Czechs looking to gain the line. They do, but rolls off the player's stick. Could Canada come away with it and get a clear? Players still battling for the ball down here. Referee comes over to take a look. Says the ball's loose. Czechs come away with it. Sent back behind the net. Canada with it. Hemmed in. 3 Czech players there. Czechs come away with it. Rattle it around the boards. They're going to go back to the point. Get this set up. Fakes the shot. Fake, fake. Fake again. Down low. Some room to maneuver there. Fakes. Shot. That ball's loose. Still loose. And the Czechs get the equalizer. Muck made the initial save. Was down on the butterfly. Canadian players couldn't track it. Asking for an explanation from the referee. There's a Czech player down. But nonetheless, they signaled goal. Batted it in. I don't know what the Canadian players are arguing about right now, obviously, but it's Cohen Powell talking to the ref. There's the replay. I mean, that ball was loose. There's the initial save. You can see the swipe went right in. That's number 32, David Sindelar. Czech player being tended to. So that'll be Sindelar's second goal. Wow, high drama here at Poprad Ice Stadium. can see the referee there on the monitor talking with the off-ice video replay official from the ISBHF. Well, calls don't get any bigger than this one, folks. Based on what I've seen on the replays, because the ball was loose, there may be an argument for goaltender interference. That's honestly the only thing I can think of. But it looks like the referee is done. We have a penalty against Canada. Does a goal count? Well, number 72 for Canada, Colin Powell, is heading to the box. They still have not put the goal up on the board. Taking a look at the referee here, he's over with the scorekeeper's area. Players were lining up at center floor, so just going to make the assumption it's a good goal. It's a slashing penalty against Canada, number 72, Colin Powell. They have put the goal up. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and check stats on isbhf.com, which you can check too, or you can also download our app. So the goal is actually credited to David Stoltz, assisted by Danacek and Pavlik. And Canada with a slashing penalty, so the Czechs will be on the man advantage for the remainder of this game. Czechs gain the zone, dump it in deep. Canada content to hem the ball in against the boards, try and get a face-off here. Referee blows it dead, so we'll have a face-off down low, 56.8 seconds left. I mean, if you're the Czech Republic, right, this is your chance. You just scored a power play goal. Draw. One back by the Czechs to the point. Czechs with it, back to the point. One-timer shot, blocked. Canada should be able to get a clear here. They do. 42 seconds remaining. Fleischmann plays it all the way up. Czechs gain the zone. Back to the point. Down low. He's trying to redirect there, but unable to connect. Canada, can they get the clear? They don't. Good job at the point, keep it in, and one-timer shot blocked. Shot again, save Mook. That initial block was huge. Back to the point. One-timer shot, save Mook. 10 seconds left, Czechs gotta hurry, get this ball to the net. Fakes the shot, blocked again, backhander shot. Oh, what a stop! Are you kidding? As time expires, Mook somehow got a foot on that. Oh my word. "37 seconds left on the man advantage. Take a look at the replay here. Shot was blocked. Then there's the pass. Oh, what a save. Boy, you just don't get bigger saves than that, boys and girls. See it from this angle here. I'll tell you, boy, Muck in his lateral movement, it's as good as I've seen, really is. Such a bright future for this young man. So we have 1:50 left on the intermission before we start overtime. So because this game is going into overtime, the United States will stand alone atop the division with their victory over Slovakia today, 4-2 in regulation. The winners in overtime get 2 points. Loser in overtime gets 1 point. So the U.S. will have effectively a pathway directly to the gold medal. The #1 seed, there's 5 teams in the division. The #1 seed gets an automatic berth to the gold medal, so they're guaranteed to take home silver. 4 versus 5 and then 2 versus 3 in the semifinals. We are just about ready here. So Canada in the danger zone. 4-on-3 for 37 seconds. Face off. Not won by either team, still battling. Now the Czechs come away with it, looking to gain the zone. They do. Czechs with it, back to the point. Czechs, one-timer shot off the side of the net. Canada battling, can they get a clear here? They can't, hemmed in by 2 Czech players, trying to get a whistle. 12 seconds remaining. Czechs desperately trying to dig this out, get set up. Fantastic job here by #7, the captain, Christensen. Canada comes away with it, rattles it around. That goes up out of play, so the faceoff will come back down deep into the Canadian zone with 1 second left on the man advantage. Face-off, won by Canada. Players out of the box. 4-on-4 now. Intercepted by the Czechs, but picked up by Canada. Shot! Just whistles high over the crossbar. Canada gets a couple of fresh forwards out. Czechs gain the zone, but chip it up into their own bench. And the face-off will come into the neutral zone with 4:04 remaining before we go to a shootout. gets it in their own zone, along the boards. Czechs attempt to pinch, can't keep it in, but corralled in their own zone. Poke checked away. Now Canada poke checks that away. Czechs trying to maintain possession here through the neutral zone, but ultimately it's Canada who comes away. Centering attempt, down low. Player can't get the shot off. Back to the point, onto the stick of Palermo. Palermo throws it towards net, right into the trapper. Marek Fleischmann with 3:26 remaining. Ready for the draw. One back by the Czech Republic. Battle, Canada comes away with it, shot. That was a quick one. Off the stick of the captain, Christensen. Sticked into the corner by Fleischmann as Czechs take it behind their net. Czechs looking for an outlet pass in this 4-on-4 situation. They get it. Danacek trying to wheel and deal. He can't. Intercepted. Canada now, centering attempt. They gain the zone. Down low. Christensen unable to come up with it. Czechs now with it. To the neutral zone. Gain the zone. Trying to walk it in on Muck. Poke checked away into the corner. Czechs with it. Battle behind the net. Wraparound attempt. Got to be careful here. Ends up going wide. Danacek with it. Danacek, shake and bake, trying to walk in on Muck. Good recovery by Christensen. Turnaround effort easily handled by Muck. Over to Christensen. Canada gains the zone. They got a trailer here. Got to be careful. Czechs poke check it away. Turnaround effort. Wide. Shot off the back of the net. 2 minutes remaining. All the way back to the point. Well, poke checked away by the Czech Republic into the Canadian zone. Good back check on the play. Nice hustle play by Reef Sakut. He's got it. Drops it off for Scott. Centering attempt. Canada chips it in. Giving chase is Cummins. Still battling down low. Cummins walking in all alone. Shot, score! Hudson Cummins gives Canada the victory, 3-2 in overtime over the Czech Republic on an outstanding hustle play coming off the boards. See it on the replay here. Cummins just kept it on his forehand and then roofed it top shelf. Nothing Fleischmann could do. Fleischmann went for the poke check. Cummins pulled it back to his forehand. Put it right underneath the bar. Oh, what a great game. Great way to finish the day. Outstanding hockey game. Outstanding hockey game. So Cummins gets the goal unassisted. Final shots on net. Canada with 20 shots on net, 17 saves from Marek Fleischmann. For the Czech Republic, 44 shots on net, 42 saves for Nicholas Muck. Well, player of the game for Canada, it's got to be Muck. I mean, there's an argument, obviously, to be made for Hudson Cummins. He got the game winner there, but to me, it's Muck. For the Czech Republic, probably number 32, David Sindelar. He played really well. Could also give it to Pavlik. He played very well. Number 98, Jan Pavlik. We'll see. So they give it to Fleischmann, the netminder. He made plenty of big saves. Czechs will walk away with 1 point, Canada with 2. Slovakia 0 after their loss to the United States. So the United States sits alone on top now in this division with 3 points. Well, no surprise, it's Muck. Absolutely deserving. What a great game. So that'll wrap it up for me, folks. Appreciate you joining me. I've been your play-by-play announcer, Chris Pekanowicz. Be sure to join us tomorrow. 2 Canadian games to start day 2. First off, we have the women, Canada versus Slovakia at 9 a.m. local time. I know that's an early start for you folks back home. After that, at 11:15 local time, the men take on hometown Slovakia. After that, we'll have the USA and the Czech Republic. Should be a great day of hockey. Looking forward to you joining me. Thanks for tuning in. Your final here from Poprad Ice Arena. Canada 3, Czech Republic 2 in overtime. Take care. Have a great night.
Máme tady... Marku, prosím. Máme tady ostře sledované střetnutí mezi českou U20 a tou kanadskou U20, která nakonec vyšla lépe pro právě kanadský výběr. Já tady u sebe mám dva hráče utkání, shodou náhod brankáře. Following victory against Canada in a very, very heated up match, I'm here with two player of the games, two goalkeepers, so I'll do first here Marek. Marku, jak jste se na tu Kanadu připravovali? Měli jste jako golmani nějaký instrukce od trenérských golmanů, něco ohledně třeba přesilovek, co byste mohli čekat?
Vždycky jsou známí tím, že si to chtějí dávat do prázdné brány, nevystřelit přímo, možná i proto mě zaskočila ta druhá střela. Prostě jsou to hračičky a bohužel jim to dneska nenastačilo.
Jak moc jsi byl nervózní, nebo jak může být golman nervózní v tu chvíli, kdy dostane gól a je 5 vteřin do konce? Má to nějaký vliv na nervozitu golmana?
Naprosto ne, tam už prostě není co ztratit a já jako celý zápas, tak v posledních těch 5 vteřinách jsem věřil klukům a ty ukázali ještě obrovitánskou sílu a za to bych jim chtěl poděkovat, protože ten zápas nemuseli jsme odnášet ani bod. Odnášíme si alespoň jeden a hold to prostě dopadlo líp pro ně.
Díky, Marku. So Marek said in his interview that the goalkeepers prepared for the especially power plays of Canada national team. We have seen one goal scored by the number of 77 into the slot, so there is a proof that it is very, very true. And the second question was about how does goalkeeper feel after conceding a goal 5 minutes before the end, but Marek said it doesn't. It's 5 minutes until the end, and it already is a large heavyweight for the goalkeeper. So moving here for Nicolas Mack, player of the game. So Nicolas, could it be any harder, the first opponent of the World Tournament? Could it get any harder?
No, the Czechs are a great team. They move the ball quick, they work hard, and it's hard to get any offense in their end.
I'll ask you the same question as Marek, but from different side. How does it feel when you are in the end of the game and you are leading by 1 goal? How does the goalkeeper feel?
It's just no different. I just got to keep on playing my game, stick to what I always do, and it didn't end up working out, but at the end of the day, we got to win. That's all that matters.
Thank you, Nicolas. Abych shrnul odpovědi kanadského brankáře, na stručnou otázku, jestli může být těžšího soupeře na začátek, byla jasná odpověď. Ne, česká reprezentace byla mírně lepším soupeřem, minimálně v té první třetině, a Kanaďané si tak museli v té druhé a třetí třetině pořádně máknout. A druhá otázka na to, jak se golman cítí naopak, když o gól vedou, odpověď byla podobná jako u Marka. Na to brankáře to moc vliv nemá a vidíme, že golmani jsou ledoví lidé na svém místě. Thank you. Díky moc.